Hello and welcome to video number 30. This is me learning how to use the AKAI MPC Live 3 and passing on to you all my tips and tricks as I do so. This shouldn't be a very long video because what I'm doing here is going through some things I didn't show you in my first 29 videos. The last video I did was all about this clip matrix, and when I did the video it really opened my eyes to a lot of things that I hadn't really seen before, so I thought I'd spend this video kind of recapping and consolidating all the stuff I've learnt and showing you some bits and pieces that I haven't shown you up to this point. So we have these 5 items over here, and these are of course from the menu. If I press menu, you see they're in the menu as well. In fact, they're more related to the menu than they are the main page. So if I were to move the clip matrix icon from its place here in the main area over to here, and the XYFX moves over into the main area. Now when I go to the main page, you see the clip matrix icon is there. So when I did the video on the main page, this page here, I kind of made out that this was part of it, this left hand side strip of 5 icons, because it isn't. That's more to do with the menu. So you see those 5 in the menu and in the main page. So I might have misled you a little bit there, so I'm sorry about that if I did. So anyway, that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Now on the main page, I talked about these 2 different views, where we have this expanded view of these 2 mixer channels and this kind of restricted view showing more over here. So let's just talk about that first. When you see these mixer strips either expanded or reduced like that, these are taken from the channel mixer. So if I bring the level down on this first track here, this track kit, I've highlighted it, I'll bring it down with the data dial. If I go to the mixer, you see it's moved down there. So if I move that up there, I'll take it up to 0, go back to the main page. So this is the same thing. So if I go to level here and I change the pan, if I bring the pan over to the right here and I go to the mixer page and go to pan and volume, you'll see that panning has been moved over. So again, it's this business of 2 things talking to each other. Everything in this channel strip from the mixer obviously is reflected in the mixer itself, you see, so that's an important thing to understand. So when you want to change something on one of these track pages on the main page, rather than having to go all the way over to the mixer and changing things, you can do it all from in the main page, albeit only 1 track at a time. And of course you've got the outputs, you do the same thing. Now one thing I didn't show you here is that there is, for some track types, another view here. If I go to this view and I press on the track name here, you'll see down in this bottom right hand corner are 2 little icons. One's got 4 squares, that indicates a drum track, and if I press this, that has turned white. Now the other icon is lit up, and that is a pad icon. Let's look at this writing as it comes up as I change this back. It says channel strip showing track was pad. So now when I play the pads there, you see they're coming up with the different samples for those pads. So it's in drum track mode, kind of normal mode I suppose you'd call that. Okay, let's just expand that. Now at the moment this is just the normal mixer strip for this track, see? But if I press this again and turn it into pad mode, now look here, when I press the different pads, you see they come up here in the display. So each one of these is a mixer strip for each pad. Here I could put a different effect on each pad. See, this one's got Mother Ducker input on it, this one hasn't got anything, and I think, yeah, this one's got reverb. So this is a special mixer strip for the pads. So if that's lit with that white pad icon, this strip is for the pads, and if you see the 4 squares, then this is a global channel strip for the entire drum kit. And I must admit I hadn't even realised that till the other day. If we put this into this pad mode, you'll notice that the normal channel strip has moved over to the right, so the kind of global channel strip for this track has moved over to the right, and we don't see the outputs anymore. You see? So what was on the left is now on the right, and we've got these pad strips on the left. If I press this again and go back to what I would call normal mode, now you can see that the outputs have returned to the right hand side, and this global strip for the entire drum kit is on the left. So watch that move over, see, and back. And like I say, I didn't even realise that was there before. Right, so that's what happens when you have a drum kit instrument in focus. I'm going to boot up one of my projects to show you about key group tracks. So this is a key group track. Rather lovely sound here. We know it's a key group track because it's got this telltale icon here, and at the moment it's in what I call normal view. We've got the channel strip over here for the entire instrument, kind of a global channel strip, mixer strip, and the outputs on the right. In this bottom right hand corner we can see the keyboard icon is lit. Now if I press this so we see the pad icon, now the global channel strip for the entire instrument has moved over to the right, and on the left we've got the key groups. So if I press different pads, don't know why it's such a dark colour. So this is key group 3, key group 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. So you may remember, if you watched my video on key group tracks, this is multi-sampling in effect. So if it says key group 4, so this pad is key group 4, this is key group 4, this is 5. So these two notes, if you like, are in key group 4. So both of those notes are the same sample spread across. It's probably 4 notes, but of course this is a mode, not chromatic, so I'm only taking 2 of those notes. So for each key group I could change the level, I could change the effects, the sends, I could send the outputs of some key groups somewhere and the outputs of some key groups to different outputs. It's very, very flexible, very, very powerful indeed. So in case you don't understand the principle of multi-sampling, basically, supposing you've got a synthesizer with lots of keys on it and you want to sample that synthesizer, do a multi-sample rather than just sampling one note. You do lots of samples. It's not really practical, I guess, to sample every single note, although of course you could, but the idea is you sample, for instance, a C, and then you move up to the F above that and you sample that, and the C, the C sharp, the D and the D sharp and the E, maybe those 5 notes or maybe just 4 notes, all share that same sample. So you get a multi-sample, but each sample is used for 4 or 5 adjacent notes. So that's what a key group is. So this key group 4 here, these 2 pads are on that, then we go key group 5, 5, 5, 6. So in this mode, in this pad mode, as I press the pads and go from key group to key group, this mixer strip brings up these different settings that you can have for the different key groups. Let's go to the mixer. This is the channel mixer, so this will only reflect this channel strip. But if I go to the pad mixer, this one here, watch what happens as I play the different pads. You'll see the key groups changing along the top, but obviously you've got to put the various key groups in focus like this to be able to change things. So let's bring key group 5's volume down like this. Okay, key group 5. So I go back to the main page. So key group 5 is all the way down there, but 4 is up there. So 5, see that volume is down. So what I did in the pad mixer here is reflected back on the main page. This talking to each other thing that I speak about so much these days, don't I? So that's a key group track. So if I press this icon again, it goes back to channel strip showing track as it says there. Because if I reduce that, you still get this, but of course you won't see the detail that you do in the other view. Let's find an audio track. This is an audio track. You can see the region here. Let's expand this. In this bottom right hand corner here, we see this tuning fork, and all that does is bring up the tuner. So you could tune your guitar up or whatever you've got using a microphone or plugged into the back of it, and it shows the input channel for that track as well. So that's what happens with the audio track. This particular audio track has got the actual channel here on the left, and it's being sent out to a vocals bus, you see. So here we are in the channel mixer. These are the normal tracks. I need to scroll over, and these are the buses. This is a very complicated song. It's got lots of buses where we put all the vocals into one bus, all the drums into another, all the bass into another, so forth. So those are, well, they're actually sub-mixes, aren't they? See? They are sub-mixes, and then in turn, of course, those sub-mixes are sent out to the main outs. I haven't dealt with sub-mixes yet, kind of buses yet, so I will be dealing with that in the fullness of time, but not today. So back to the main page. So that's what happens with the audio track. Just to explain, you've got that guitar tuner down there. So those were all things that I hadn't told you before about the main page. So here's something else I didn't show you. So with every track on the Live 3, you can record into the arrangement, which is this thing here. But you can also record into the clip matrix, which is this thing here. And they can be completely separate things. In my clip matrix video, I spoke about the arrangement being on the top, and you can get rid of that, of course, you don't have to see that. In this sequence here, you've got these 22 tracks, and every single one of those you can record into the arrangement, like this, or you can record into the clip matrix. This trap kit has got notes on this clip, which is on the second row down, this clip, but these other clips are empty. So remember 2, 3 and 5. Okay, come back to the main page. So if I tap here, bring this arrangement into focus, you can see there is the arrangement. Those are the notes in the arrangement. Now if I scroll with my data dial, now that has gone to that first space in the clip matrix. You can see it's highlighted there, and it's empty, isn't it? If I scroll again, now this has got notes in it. This is kind of cell 2 in that column, in that track on the clip matrix. Go to the clip matrix, and you can see it's been highlighted. So let's do it the other way around. Let's come down to this one here. I'm probably going to set it off, just stop it for a moment. So I'm on this third one down. This one at the top is the arrangement, so don't really count that. I'm on the third clip down. So if I come back to main, it should say 3, and it does. So what you're looking at here is that third cell down on the clip matrix for this track. And if I keep scrolling, you'll see some unused, some used, some unused. And obviously when you get past a certain point, they're all unused. And I tried scrolling this as far as it would go last night, and I kind of got bored because it goes into the hundreds. I'm not sure how many you can do, but it's a lot. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a kind of a split view on my video so you can see the clip matrix as I scroll through on this main page. So basically I'm going north to south on the clip matrix page, assuming I've got the arrangement showing on it, which you obviously don't have to have. So at the top you've got the arrangement, and then this is unused, and then this has been used, this has been used, unused, this one has been used. This is the 5th clip down, and you can see the rest are unused. So that's an important point. I didn't mention that before. I probably didn't talk about this when I did my first main mode page video, because I didn't want to muddy the waters for you, but obviously this clip matrix is a very important thing, isn't it? And obviously you can record directly into the arrangement, you can record directly into a clip, and you can do it here as I showed you in the clip matrix video, or on the clip matrix page itself. Now I'm on a clip here. If I press this pencil icon here, it brings up this clip edit. Now I didn't talk about this, I should have done when I went through the clip matrix video. Pretty unbelievably, it was a 1 hour 10-minute video, but I neglected to talk about this edit page, this clip edit. And you can see you can do all kinds of things here. You can clear the clip, you can half the clip, double it, half speed, double speed, loads of things there. If I go into the clip matrix itself, and I'm on this clip here, if I long press this and I go to edit clip, now this is the clip edit for that actual clip itself. You can see the notes are down here. Now if I press this pencil icon here, it's the same as what I was just showing you, that clip edit page, and I neglected to show you that when I did the clip matrix video. So that there, see, is the same as here. Now let me just go to the clip matrix. Let's do this one. So let's long press this clip, edit clip. Right, so we've got notes here. This is the clip edit page, and this is great for changing the loop length and changing the launch quantize, the launch mode. If I press shift down, you can do various things here, but you can't really edit the notes. You need the grid view for that. So if I press grid, that's the same thing here, but in the grid view. Now if I press this pencil up here, again it's the clip edit, you see? They're all related to each other, they're all talking to each other. Whereas if I was on the arrangement page, like this, and I go to the grid view, like this, press this pencil icon, it's the arrangement edit page that comes up. See? Let's come back to the main page. Let's come down to a clip. If I hold shift, you've got some menus you've seen before in the clip matrix. Back to arrangement, all tracks to arrangement, clip stop, stop all, you see? That's underneath shift, so you press shift and you get that. Also down here with this shift menu, you can press the plus button to move through the clips and back through the clips, minus button, you see? Back to the arrangement. Right, so on YouTube last night I had a comment from @microbug3487. I'm always very grateful to people that make polite comments on my video where I've missed something. I'm simply going to read to you what he said. The main difference between arrangement and clip matrix is that the arrangement sits inside a sequence. So in fact, this arrangement is the sequence. It's the same thing as this sequence up here. See that they are the same thing. But this clip matrix is global. So although you can have loads of sequences, if I scroll to a different sequence, this is unused. See, there's no data in there, there's no arrangement there. But if I go to the clip matrix, that is still there. So I could still play the rows, but if I press arrange, there's nothing there, obviously. I must admit that I didn't realise that that was the case. The clip matrix is global to all sequences in a project. This can be used as a big advantage over the old sequence and song mode based workflow, because you not only can use the arrangement as new song mode by assembling a track in the clip matrix, record/copy that into an arrangement and delete the clips, but also put all your songs in one project using the sequences containing arrangements, so you don't have to load a new project with every song. This comes in handy, for example, for backing tracks in a live performance, and apparently loading is much faster now than on the old software, the old machines. So yeah, I didn't know that, so I guess you could use this clip matrix and then make a completely different arrangement. You could copy clips into the arrangement, make a completely different arrangement to the one that's in this number one. And of course you do have the song mode as well, which I haven't dealt with yet, but I will do eventually. Song mode, you see. So anyway, I'm pleased to have done this video for you today, because it does mop up a few bits and pieces that I'd kind of missed. Like I said before, I'm only human, I'm doing my best here, but I do miss things from time to time. so apologies if I kind of misled you a little bit with this main page particularly, but at least now you really know your way around it. I didn't say anything incorrect in my first video, I just neglected to mention this business about scrolling to the clips, and I didn't talk about this swapping out these channel strips on the drum track particularly, and of course on the key group tracks. So it's the usual thing. If you see anything in here that I've said and you don't agree with, or you think I've missed, then by all means get in touch and I'll put that right in a subsequent video. If you got something from this video today, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to give me a bit of a helping hand here on YouTube with all the work that I do, it would be great if you give me a small donation. You can do it here on YouTube or via my website, which is www.daddylongles.com. Thank you very much for watching, and you'll hear from me very soon, I'm sure. Bye for now.